Hey, it looks nice. Tea tastes so good. You don't want to sip it. You want to chug it like it.
What now? There, that's better.
Now we can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Had to replug the mic back in. Ghostbuster National is a pretty straightforward system. There's only 4 stats: brains, muscles, moves, or cool. If I ask you for a roll for either one of them, you roll however many d6 your skill is. So, in the case of this very simple player character that I put together, we do a brains roll, for example. You're going to roll 3d6, but one of those d6 is what's called the ghost die. If you roll the ghost on that, something good happens in the favor of the ghost, even if you succeed your roll. and each skill you have a talent that you could put in, and it can be kind of broad. But if you roll and the talent's applicable, you get to roll an extra 3d6 with it. So in this case, moves with a shoot talent. Oh, I got a ghost die, which is perfect. So I would maybe have hit the ghost, but dinged it. Not hit much, and that's the entirety of the system.
Is that if the ghost die hits 0?
Yeah, they call it 0 in here, but if you roll it in real life, it's just if you roll a nat 1.
Okay.
It's on a specific die, right?
Yeah, they did sell a dice that had the ghost logo, but since West End Games has been out of business since the 90s, I don't have any in stock.
That's fine.
And it automatically rolls the ghost die whenever we roll anything.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Sometimes in Ghostbusters, even when you win, you lose.
It's usually at the most fun times. Let's see here. All right. This here. All right. Let's Welcome to tonight's game. I'm the professor. I'll be the ghost master for the evening. Let's have our players introduce their characters. I'm just going to go down the list by username. Ash, against my better judgment.
Well, I'm Richard Less. I am more interested in creating things and testing things than actually get my hands on things. And that's about all the things that's important. Oh, and I enjoy driving. It's a bit of a passion of mine.
Keep your book.
I am playing a fan favorite. My name is Dr. Peter Vinkman. All right, folks, buckle up. Keep your hands off the proton packs unless you're ready to pay for the damages. I'm Dr. Peter Vinkman. I have a doctorate in psychology and parapsychology. Thank you very much. Although I don't need a diploma to know a ghost when it's sliming my best suit. I'm the guy who talks the mayor into letting us save the city, charms the clients into signing the check, and occasionally blasts a spook or two when Egon and Ray aren't hogging the gear. Sure, I might have been skeptical about this whole ghost business back at Columbia University. Call it a healthy dose of cynicism, but after getting up close and personal with a certain green glutton at Sedgwick Hotel, I'm all in. My plan? Bust some ghosts, make some bucks, and maybe score a date with that one cute client in the penthouse. Who you gonna call? You're looking at him.
Frick. Last and certainly not least special when Ash is playing. X.
Hi, I'm Wally. I got a job here, you know. They say things are like ghosts. Mom says that ghosts are real, but you know, I'm just doing what I need to do.
Fantastic. So we're going to set the scene. Currently in Arkham, there's something weird that's going on in the city. There's been a crime spree that the cops can't figure out because they can't stop the crooks. They see these mafia men dressed in the most stereotypical suits you've ever seen. You know, pinstripes and broad hats. But they don't listen, and when you take a shot at them, nothing happens. So, after a couple nights of this, the police have gotten to the point where they got desperate. And so a call comes into Ghostbusters headquarters. The chief of police asks you to go to the local Cajun restaurant, Cajun Katie's House of Chicken, to meet Detective Westtree to see what's going on about this and see if maybe you all can find something, solve this crime spree that's terrifying the city. Because after all, when there is something strange in your neighborhood, who else are you going to call? Setting the scene, as you guys were given, and against probably his better judgment, Dr. Bankman was sent from headquarters to help you guys get going a little more. And he has been assigned as your executive advisor. But as you head over to the restaurant, excuse me, Cajun Katie's is a pretty nice restaurant in the best part of town. Can I get a brains roll from everybody?
Oh, my speciality.
Yes, it is. Man, I feel bad for you, X. Okay,
Oh,
Mr. Les and
oh
Dr.
wow.
Venkman. Both of you know that this restaurant opened a few years back. It's been considered one of the best restaurants in the city, and you don't know of any unsavory things mentioned about it. But as you walk
What?
in, you see a very large bouncer, and he tells you, you need ties and jackets to get in. How would you like to
Whoa,
proceed?
whoa, whoa, here, big boy. We're here on official business. We have on our professional gear. I mean, you wouldn't want us to get ties all messed up and stuff, would you? I mean, come on. You don't tell the cockroach guy to put on a suit and tie so he can come in and spray, do you?
Give me a cool roll.
As this is happening, I reach like across like the hostess desk and like I grab like a napkin and start to like tuck it in as if I'm about to eat.
Brilliant. Oh, okay. Oh. The bouncer kind of gives you a stink eye, but he does let you through. The only thing is, he's only going to give you a few minutes, but he points out where Detective Westry is. And as you walk towards the back of the restaurant, you see the detective sitting in a booth talking to who you assume to be Cajun Katie by her accent. When he sees you, he rolls his eyes and waves at you to come join him.
I
You're,
immediately begin to eat whatever food's at the table.
he kind of looks down at you and just like, you know what? Not worth trying. He sighs, and you guys can figure out without even having to roll. He doesn't like you much. And part of that could be because he doesn't trust you. Part of that could be he doesn't like ghosts because he can't shoot them.
Say, what's the detective's name again?
Jake Westry,
And is that Captain Westry or Detective Westry?
detective.
Hey, Detective Westry, good to see you again. I see you're hanging out only at the highest class joints, right?
Oh, you're still here. I was hoping you were called back to your headquarters on business, Dr. Venkman.
Oh, no, no, no. When we get the important calls, gotta have the real Ghostbusters, you know what I mean?
Ghostbusters, meet Paige and Katie. I was just asking her some questions, of course, about the recent crime wave. You know, murder, robbery, that kind of thing. What's been happening we thought originally were unrelated. It started off that a few members of the Papa Joe's crime family were killed in a similar fashion, you know, Chicago typewriter style. But in all three cases, there were no bullet casings, no fingerprints, no nothing besides those of the victims. And then a few jewelry stores and similar have been robbed lately, and um, our witnesses have said they see what looks to be the most central casting looking mafia criminals ever, and then they just walk off and disappear. One of our men got happened to catch one, and when he didn't respond, of course, the officer took a warning shot. It just went through him. At that point, the chief gave me no choice but to call you all.
Maybe he just caught the bullet. I'm really good at playing catch.
You've tried catching a bullet, son?
Well, no, but maybe he's really good at playing catch.
The detective blinks, looks back at Venkman and Les. Please don't let him try that.
Can I try the chicken though?
By all means. And when you say that, Cajun Katie happily hands you a plate full of chicken.
As the plate of chicken leaves his hand, I reach out and take hers and go, Cajun Katie, pleasure to meet you, Dr. Peter Venkman. And I lean down like I'm going to kiss her hand.
You could almost hear the, like, Detective Westry's stomach turn. And let's see how she responds. Oh, she actually seems okay with you. She let you kiss her hand. She seems kind of impressed that you have any kind of politeness or manners. And what she does is she offers you a matchbook from her restaurant. Well, this was found on one of the dead men's bodies. The number is not my restaurant, and I don't know who it is. I have reason to believe that it belongs to, a, let's say, a independent contractor of the area, and it goes by Mardi Gras Chalmette. But he was at one point trying to organize things around this neighborhood, and Papa Joe ran him out. He swore revenge, but no one's seen him since. Even said something about voodoo, as if voodoo's a real thing.
I pat her hand, similar to how Dr. Venkman was doing it, and it's that's okay. I don't remember my number either.
I
Very
take the
smart lady.
matchbook and look at it.
It does have
Can
a
I
phone
t-
number on it, and if you, it does not match the restaurant. You have a menu on the desk, or excuse me, on the table in front of you, so it is a different number. It is. I just lost it. 555-3056, which doesn't ring a bell for you all at the moment. When you try to pat Katie's hand, she leans over to Richard Less very quietly and asks, "Is he simple?"
No, I think he's just bored. And while I'm talking to her, I'm going to slide my chicken in front of Wally.
I proceed to eat the chicken. Like I put the wing or whatever. I don't know if they're on the bone, but I put the wing in my mouth and I slurp off all the meat in one go.
Westry kind of looks at you with a look that's half disgusted, half impressed.
It's
Just
easier to do it with the wings than the thighs, but I can still do it with the thighs.
you get practice of that, son?
Yeah. I give it like a really toothy grin.
Well, Katie, at least she's a fan of your food. We think that there's going to be another hit very soon. The sixth largest jewelry store in the city is the only one that hasn't been hit, and they've all hit the same time each night. You're welcome to join me as I go stake this out if you'd like.
Yeah. Detective Inspector, I think that would be a good idea. Wait, tonight? Tonight, right? Like,
Couple hours
do we
out.
have time to eat before we go?
You more than have time to eat, and Paige and Katie would definitely feel offended if you didn't eat at least some. Maybe not to the level of your friend here.
Professor, as I continue to consume copious amounts of Cajun chicken,
Great
is there
alliteration.
anything that is off about this chicken? Does it taste weird? Does it taste
Actually, no.
particularly
It tastes
spicy?
fucking fantastic. It is spicy.
Okay. Okay.
It's the worst, but it is very well done, and you can tell that they earned their reputation the right way.
Okay. Can you entertain me by allowing me to roll a taste roll, please?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Taste. What am I?
I have the talent taste for brains.
You have the talent. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You have a lot of experience in eating fried chicken. Among other things, you will eat fried chicken any chance you get. You think you can taste that there's definitely salt and pepper in the breading, cayenne pepper, garlic, maybe some oregano, and then another spice that you just can't place.
It tastes like home.
But it is definitely some of the best chicken you've had in your entire life.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep eating until someone stops me.
Katie is at this point just incredibly amazed at the sheer volume of chicken you're putting down, and she is just bringing plates in every time you finish just to see how far this goes.
Would it be possible
I
to
would
place
eat.
a custom order?
I would eat till I am in pain. I would keep going. I wouldn't think ahead.
Yeah, that tracks. What was that, Ash?
I said, would it be possible to place a custom order?
How so?
Could I just get the breast meat, but just boil it?
You are British, aren't you?
No, not at all. I just don't like all this excitement in my mouth.
That's not what he said.
I'm going to let that one go. That one's way too easy.
Oh, it's a setup, man.
Give me a brains roll from anyone who's... Or excuse me, give me a brains or a cool roll. Try to get a little more information. Okay. Dr. Venkman, as you try to talk with Katie, you do get a little bit of information. She tells you that Xiao Mei was talking about voodoo rituals and the summoning of a Loa, which is a spirit in voodoo that can be good or bad. This one leans a little more to the second one, and it goes by the name Baldama. And one thing she mentions is he kept talking about a certain date where that would be important, that he could summon him. And she thinks it's tomorrow, but she's not certain. But also, you're beginning to creep her out, and she keeps scooting closer and closer to the detective and away from you.
For me? Okay. And what was the name again that she gave for somebody tomorrow?
The spirit's name is Baldama. Let me put that here in the chat. Now, a couple decades too early for him.
Baldama. Okay.
Is it Mr. or Dr. Les?
Doctor.
Okay, Dr. Dick.
But I do not see the point in going by titles. They're very pretentious.
Yes, it's true, Your Honor. This man has no penis.
When she says Xiao Mei, he does ring a bell. You remember hearing about a wannabe mafia kingpin who got busted and was from Haiti originally. And then when you think about it, Baldama is a Loa. You know a few things about summoning them, that they can, in fact, inhabit people. But also, you remember something from your studies, especially when you were studying directly under Dr. Spangler. They can create not exactly copies, but simulacrums of things as long as they have something to work off of. They're not really corporeal, but they look it. But they're not as strong. They're certainly not independent. But they can summon those as long as they have the idea of something to work off of, especially if there's a summoner involved who can give them that idea. And Dr. Venkman, as you keep trying to get more information out of Katie, she eventually just tells you to leave because you were creeping her out that much.
Okay.
And though she does point out, your black hole pit stomach friend can stay, though. I'm still wanting to see how far he can go.
What do you want me to roll?
Give me a muscle to see if you can get out without throwing up.
Can I use my withstand pain talent?
Absolutely. You walk out of there with having eaten exactly 35 pounds of chicken, and you're carrying it like you didn't eat a thing. You walk out of there
35.
Like
okay, yeah.
$1
That's less than a lot. Okay. Mama says I weigh a lot. 35 is less than that, so I think I'm okay.
As you walk by, the bouncer is just staring you down with the most, oh my God, he did that look, just in utter awe. And he stops you and says, next time you come in, don't worry about a jacket.
I undo the makeshift tie that I made when I came in, and I just toss it at him, and I walk out.
He just looks down, looks at you, realizes it's not worth fighting. 2 hours later, you all are in front of the 6th biggest diamond store in the city, working up to be the 5th biggest. The night is damp, the streets are quiet. Broadway Dave's Diamond Jubilee is close, tight, deserted, and you could tell there was a lot of traffic here today. And just looking through the windows, this is some expensive stuff. Oh, excuse me. A single street lamp illuminates the front of the store, detailing the iron gate and the plate glass behind it. Then, as you watch, what was supposed to be a clear, moonless night. Excuse me 1 second. Let me get something to drink. Sorry about that, guys. A fog starts rolling in, and the weather said tonight was going to be perfectly clear. But you notice, as it starts to roll in, it congregates under that street lamp, and you hear in the background loud rhythmic drums. From out of the fog materialize two men in pinstripe suits carrying Tommy guns.
I clap.
Yes.
Woohoo!
You clap?
Yep.
Can I pull up my PK meter?
You absolutely can. Give me a brains roll with it. Okay. The men themselves have a little bit of PK. You know they're not human. But as you kind of scan, you're swinging the PK meter around a little bit. The fog is highly concentrated as it slowly starts to congeal into these two. One of them just completely ignores you all. They both see you. I'm assuming you all came with your full equipment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And one of them just starts going to the door and trying to break it. The other one looks at you all, turns its head in confusion, and raises its weapon.
I pull out my proton pack.
I kind of look around and try to figure out what's happening. Oh,
Keeper, you said you're taking a shot?
Yeah, I let the PK meter is tethered to the belt. I let that drop and pull out the backpack.
Ash, you taking a shot as well?
No, I'm going to put the goggles on.
They are definitely incorporeal. And what's weird is you're seeing some sort of tether into the fog, but you can't tell where it goes from there. Something is controlling them. The officer gets scared as the other one rips the door open and takes a shot with his pistol. It goes straight through the one he hits at without hurting him. Doesn't even notice it.
Oh, he didn't catch that.
No, son, he did not. Keeper, can I get a roll of moves for shoot for you?
Moves?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And if either one of you two sides him want to take a shot with their proton pack, I need a move shot from you too. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna rush forward and just try to like tackle him to the ground.
Okay, Keeper, as you fire, you take like what looks like its hat, and it just goes through it and just completely wrecks the one street light on the street, and the street goes dark. And the last thing you see as the light goes out is Wally charging forward, diving, and going straight through the body of the one he tries to tackle, which kind of it vibrates like he just dove through like a cloud or maybe some water, and it has trouble reasserting itself for a moment before the other one of the two that came there notices, stops, looks at Wally, and starts walking.
As he dove through, did that affect like the tether that I was seeing?
Yeah, you see like the vibration in that, I'm gonna call it in the Simulacrum's body. You see it kind of go from its body down the tether, like it's going down. You know, like you hold a string at two ends, watch it vibrate down.
Yep.
That's
Wait, did what I did actually? Did what I do actually help?
I think so. So yeah, could I? While these two are there, I'm assuming as they've been shot and charged, they're kind of distracted. So I would like to sort of step back, and then go round the side. And I want to like trace these tethers. Like I'm gonna walk along the tether.
Goes into that fog cloud that was congealing around the light post.
I will hold my breath, which is a talent I picked.
It is? Anyway, and like the fog, like it congeals in that place, but it also like it goes out where it's thinner. The tether seems to disappear into that thinner fog, and you can't really follow where it's at, except it's in the general direction of an island. And can I get a brains roll from you? It's in
Ooh,
the general direction of some things, and you don't know other than it's to the east. But the Mafia ghost does notice you, and it decides to take fire. Can I get a moves roll from you?
no. Alright, 6. Could be worse. Could be worse.
Yeah, it could. You hear the gunshot and see the flash, and before you think you're getting hit with a bullet, the next thing you know is a blob of horribly sticky goo blast across you, completely soaking through your slime suit, to where you're having trouble moving very well, and you're covered in green goo.
Is it like restraining me, or I'm just having trouble moving just because it's thick goo?
It's more that it's really thick and kind of sticky, and
Okay,
it's
so
a little hard to stand on.
it's not actively like restraining me. Like it's the goo itself has no like physical properties trying to grab me. It's just thick, heavy slime. Yeah, or it is the physical properties of the glue, not a sentient kind of effort on
Yeah,
its behalf.
it's not actively holding you. It's just
Okay.
it's difficult terrain in D&D terms.
Okay, cool.
Doctor, I can't grab him. He's too slippery. I don't know what to do. I yell out on the ground.
Does anyone else want to try and take a shot at these things again?
I'm thinking after having gone with my gut reaction to try to shoot it first, I'm noticing this tether. Where is this tether headed to?
Give me a brains roll.
Some kind of corporeal type. Brains.
Fantastic. Again, you figure out that's going east. But one thing that you remember about this Mardi Gras Chambly is he had an island right off the coast of town. Suppose it's where he kept his hideout at. You thought it had been cleared up after he got busted, but that's been a few years. But they seem to be heading directly that direction.
So the gangsters are headed towards the tether?
The tether heads that direction.
Okay.
And as the second ghost notices that he kind of pieces together that you've seen him, he grabs the other one and they both start to fall back towards the fog without moving their legs. It's like they're being pulled back. And as they get near the fog, they start dissipating until they move into the fog and just completely disappear. And then the fog slowly just completely dissipates and you're on a dark street.
Okay. So, but I got a glean that the tether is headed towards what, their old hideout? An island?
Yeah.
You said?
And when you mention that out loud, the detective says, yeah, Chambly always had his hideout on an island. He claimed it was on a lane line, a lay line.
Oh no. Where's Egon when I need him? So I pull out a small map of we're in New York, right?
Arkham, Massachusetts, actually.
Oh my god. Okay, we're in Arkham. So I pull out a pocket map of Arkham I got at the touristy gift shop when we got into town. And I'm like,
Man, last product, I'm assuming.
yeah, probably. Be like, detective, can you show me this on this map? I know this is not the best map, but you know, it's a Manalias map. What can I say? He's a good mayor, but he's not a cartographer.
And he'll point out, yeah, that's the island. It's like essentially it's a really large, just mud flow in the river there that's just set for centuries enough that it's become an island. I think, like, for example, Mud Island in Memphis, if you're familiar with it.
I don't think so, but I do think I know which island. It's in the middle of the river, right?
Yep.
Because I am
Looks like a
familiar with the
sandbar
map
that's
of
gotten
Arkham.
bigger over the years.
Yeah, okay. Hey, detective, if you've got this diamond thing locked down, I think I know where we need to go.
And he'll nod, yeah, I can handle this.
I stand up and I start to pat myself off, and I look around. Did we do it?
I lean down and offer Richard Minus a hand up.
You mean wait? Do you mean me?
No, you're Raleigh, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Richard got slimed. Difficult terrain.
Yeah, I got slimed. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm trying to help you up.
All right, I'll take your hand and get up, and once I'm up, I will take the jacket. Take my pack off, take my jacket off. I'm assuming this is real thick and like sticking to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the outer jacket off and use that to clean my trousers down.
Did we bring Ecto 1 or did we take like a train here?
I'll say that you guys brought Ecto 1 so you can bring your equipment.
Okay.
Richard,
All right.
as you're taking your stuff off and switching it with the secondary suit you got in there, you remember that you've got a Tobin Spirit Guide in there and a book of occult lore, an encyclopedia of occult lore. If anyone who wants to, they can roll brains to look
Yeah.
through there for some information on both voodoo
Absolutely.
or Maloa.
I got this.
Yeah,
Please do,
absolutely.
Wally. Please.
I'm gonna let Wally go
I-
first, but then I'm gonna
walk-
do it after him.
I walk over. I grab the map out of his did you say it was Richard's pocket?
It's in the car.
I have the map.
Oh, okay.
The map of the cities in my hand, but I'll happily let you take it out of my hand.
Well, I thought it was the occult lore. Anyway, I walk over. I guess I help Richard up as well. I get some ectoplasm on my hand. I don't seem to notice it. I walk over and I start to pull out this occult book. I lick my finger, to flip through the pages, accidentally licking some of the ectoplasm and gagging on it for a moment, spitting it out, and then proceed to look through the book. What do you want me to roll?
I want a brains roll and then a moves roll for you. Everyone else just a brains roll.
All right, I'm gonna look at Tobin's while he's looking through the occult book.
What's the quick roll for? So I don't have to go through the interface. Is it control click? What is it?
Left is normal, right on the thing.
Is there like a way to click it? Yeah. Is there a way to do it so I don't have to click roll?
Yeah, on the left you just click. Oh.
Yeah, where it shows the dice.
No, yeah. Is there a way that I do that so I don't have to go through that second menu?
You can do it from your sheet.
No, it
Okay, never mind.
a menu to add bonus or penalty. Not that I'm
Okay, no problem. Also, I got ghost dice on both, just so you're aware.
Oh, you only rolled. You got ghost dice on
No.
brains.
He did taste the ectoplasm.
True, I did.
So,
And I'm very good at tasting things.
this is fantastic.
You're welcome.
You not only find nothing because you don't really. This is a little bit above your reading level. You notice this book.
Wait, there's not pictures?
Absolutely not. There's one picture on the cover. That's all. So that's how you know which one's which. And you kind of look over so they can't see if they're looking. And Dr. Bankman and Dr. Les haven't caught it. Your hand is completely glued to this fucking book. You cannot get it off. You try to move and you notice the pages are starting to rip a little. So you have a book completely stuck to your hand now.
I present the book to the person that can read, and I go, a book?
So you guys see Wally hold you a book, and when he turns his hand, it is like super glued on there. And you realize that the ectoplasm has just congealed, dried, and now he has a book on his hand.
Oh no. All right. Well, while Richard works on that, I'm going to read the book I'm going to read Tobin's.
You find in Tobin's, voodoo loas are spirits of power and influence divided into two camps. Good spirits assist their followers with good harvests, bountiful families, and full lives. Evil spirits help voodoo doctors control lives, frighten the populace, raise the dead, and even kill. Richard, as you are trying to remove this book, you actually see a couple things of interest. So you're kind of moving his fingers around to read around it.
Yeah, reading like rolling them.
Move your hand a little bit this way. The spirit they mentioned, Baldama, is a pretty potent evil Loa. And one thing that it's good at is making copies and possessing people. The last time that it was known to have manifested, it took over the body of a wannabe voodoo priest and pretended to be him until it could gain enough power to try to manifest itself by letting loose zombies in a very rural area. His most powerful day is tomorrow night, which also is the full blood moon. And a ley line could be a good spot for it to gain enough more to even gain even more energy to come back into our world on that day. And you still have no idea how to get Wally's hand free. Which you
But
may
this,
I told you, I'm good at catch.
but this thing where they can make like facsimiles of people, and the tethers I saw with the ecto goggles and stuff leading back to that
Whoa,
island.
whoa. I already
But
said I don't remember my phone number. We don't need to talk about faxes.
a whole new kettle of fish. That's probably not a metaphor you should worry about. But yeah, would I make the connection? Like, I'm assuming that's a connection I would make, right?
Oh yeah. You are
Okay.
99% certain that the tethers you saw were because what you encountered were simulacrums being controlled either by the voodoo priest or by Baldama. Something I forgot to say earlier. I didn't put these on your sheets. You see there's a mark for brownie points?
Yeah.
Feel free to take 10 each. If you want to use brownie points, you use up to 3 for a roll. It'll add a d6 for that roll, however many points you use. I'm sorry, I should have mentioned it earlier.
Nice.
Normally it'd be 30, but man, that's a little much for a one shot.
I'm gonna rip the book off my hand.
Give me a muscles roll. Are you trying to rip it off and not worry about the physical?
I don't care about the book.
Fucking A, give me your muscles.
Is that is before he does that? Is that a rare, valuable book, or is that like
I don't know about that.
mass-produced, easy? I'm not
It is just it's just a like college grade textbook level.
okay.
3.
I don't care. Yeah,
Yeah,
I won't try to.
it's not super common. You guys could find another one, but it may take a week or two. But you could get another. It's just like an academic encyclopedia of occult lore. But
Sure.
you see
Sure.
Wally just look at the book, look at his hand, grab it, and just rip it into shreds.
That was signed by Stan Lee.
I look at it. I look at him. I look back at the book. I look back at him. Who?
I met him at Comic-Con and I didn't have anything else for him to sign.
Surely Wally knows comic books.
There's a
Yeah.
difference
I
between
think
knowing
for- I
comic
think
books and who wrote them, yeah.
Yeah, I think for a moment.
Yeah, but he wouldn't know who wrote them.
That sounds
Oh.
familiar. I don't know.
So, Richard, your book is just in small shards of both paper, and ectoplasm. A couple of it looks like they've got dead skin on them. Wally's hands mostly free. There's a few pieces of paper left over, but you're mostly good.
Has anyone ever got super glue on their tongue by accident?
Where's Slimer when you need him?
So
I didn't finish cleaning that book off your hand for sure.
we're done here, right, guys? We did it. We protected the store.
Yeah,
I think
so.
we need to go to the island.
I think you're right.
Like vacation or what?
Think of those ghosts as a projection in a movie theater. We saw them on the screen, but the island is where the man makes the movie from.
Oh, okay.
Do I have some kind of
I think I get it.
Of what classification of ghost or entity this would be?
This is a pretty potent Loa. If it's coming across a ley line, it's getting up there more and more powerful. It may not be. It's not
Like what, a
Gozer
class
level.
6 or 7
It is
corporeal?
definitely above Slimer. Think Boogeyman level.
Yeah, guys, this is like a level 7, a class 7 corporeal entity. I cram the pocket Tobins in my back pocket, and I'm like, let's get your hand cleaned up, Wally, and then we'll head out to the island.
As you're saying that, I lean over to Richard and I whisper, "I didn't get past class 4."
Imagine these ghosts were the chicken. The island is the kitchen.
Mom says I'm not allowed to be in there.
Exactly. So you better bring snacks. Be quiet. Don't get caught.
There's not gonna be like vending machines on the street here, so I look around and kind of just look dejected.
I keep snacks in the glove box in the car.
I rush to the car.
That's like telling Slimer there's bacon in Egon's sock.
They're in the box that says books on it.
I start throwing books out of the car.
Richard!
I knew he wouldn't look in that box.
There's actual.
Absolutely.
Are there actual snacks in the box that says books?
Yeah, I like to think Richard has a box that says books on it that he keeps snacks in so that Wally won't eat them. For emergency situations when he needs snacks from Wally. That feels like something Richard would do, yeah.
That definitely sounds like a Richard-less move.
No, excuse me.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
No, don't die on me.
My sinuses have been giving me issue all week. That is the most dickless thing I could expect to hear. A box that says books so we can hide his snacks.
Hey, are we streaming? Do we need to like watch our language or anything? Or
I'm streaming.
I think. Yeah, I think both of us are streaming. The only thing you need to not say is like slurs. So.
Oh, okay, okay. Just double checking. I don't want to say anything that's going to get anybody in trouble. So as long as Dickless is fine, then I don't think it'll get any worse than that.
Yeah, you can say Dickless. Yeah, that's fine.
I think Dickless is a direct Ghostbusters reference though, so it makes sense. Yeah.
Hey man, that was only PG-13.
Oh shit, it wasn't. It might be PG nowadays.
Or maybe it was PG back when I was a kid. Good old 1984.
Okay, how much snacks are we talking about? Because they're going to be gone.
I think I've got like a big package box, you know?
Okay.
Something that you wouldn't be.
So is the box that says snacks really just full of books?
No, there is no box that says snacks. That's in another box that just says books.
Okay.
Keeper, it was PG.
Okay, yeah, I figured it was.
So
I make one of those Peter Venkman half frown, half smile faces with the lip in the middle, kind of up a little bit, like I'm, and I'm like, okay, boys, let's get going.
From where you're standing at, you just see at the open window of the car a bunch of empty wrappers just flying. And suddenly you're having flashbacks to a hotel about 10, 15 years ago. You don't remember why. But suddenly you're thinking of the Astoria. That's odd. And then you start to think you need to take a shower.
I start feeling like I need to take a shower.
You all of a sudden feel funky, and you really don't know why. It reminds you of somebody, but just can't put your finger on it. You
Okay,
don't want to think about who Richard reminds you of.
I'm distracted. This is your guys' best chance to get me somewhere.
That's what you have to do is give him food, and then he'll go where you want.
I am mathematically as stupid as one can be.
You have like a 0 for brains.
I've got 1 in brains, yes.
We still need to find a way to the island. Like, is there a I'm assuming is we're somewhere with a river that has an island. Wait, is it a river or is it a sea here?
It's a river.
It's a river. Yeah.
It's
There
a
must be
river.
like boat trips or something like that.
It's the river that goes through Arkham, so assuming that's like the same, there should be boats that go out to sea and whatnot.
You know that Manlius Industries has a riverboat tour that you may be able to convince to let you borrow a boat or rent.
That guy, he was such a great leader, wasn't he? We should make sure to see the statue and mausoleum before we finish. But yeah, we'll head to like the docks or the riverboat tour, isn't that? And try and find a. Well, I'm assuming everyone wants to. We'll try and find a way to get across.
When you come up to the riverboat tours, you're met by an employee. Oh, the Ghostbusters? Can I help you?
Hey man, it's official business. We need to get over to that one island, where Muggsy and Bugsy used to have their hangout.
Oh, the one that Shaman had?
Yeah, that one. That one.
Okay. We don't really go there.
Well, I'll tell you what.
But we brought our own snacks.
Good friends. I happen to be good friends with the mayor of the city. I'm lying out my ass. And he's authorized me to triple your normal fare, and said put it on the city account.
Give me a cool roll if you have a talent that fits.
Bluff.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's perfect.
So what number do I do if I'm rolling bluff?
The one is on the far right.
Okay.
Good God. You have this guy hook, line, and sinker. Cripple my fare? Oh, absolutely. He'll write down a note to charge to the city. Come on, I'll take you our best boat. Do you guys need a pilot or do you gotta use one?
Oh, we need you to.
Oh, we're not flying.
We need you to pilot the boat, and we also need you to stay there. Be sure and charge the city for your time.
Hourly, right?
Absolutely.
And as he's helping you guys the boat, he'll kind of stop you. Did the dumb guy say we're flying?
Don't mind him. He's had too much chicken tonight.
Oh, at Cajun Katie's?
Yeah. You've been
Did someone say Cajun Katie's?
Best chicken in the city, right?
Oh, I hope so. It was really good.
Yeah, I ate a whole plate. I mean, I don't know how anyone could eat more than that. So he helps you guys in the boat, get you loaded up, and you come out to. You're driving towards the island, and as you get closer, you start to hear. It's really faint at first, but it gets louder. It's just constant, a drum beat. Simple, but it's there, and it seems like it's getting stronger the closer you get. And
What's getting stronger exactly?
you're hearing drums somewhere.
Okay.
The beat's steady. It gets louder and louder and louder. And
I drum on my belly to the rhythm.
And somehow you impress the boat driver because you keep a steady rhythm. He didn't know you could count before.
Oh, I don't count. I just do it.
Just natural rhythm, right?
He's just
It's
counting
idiot
to one
savant
each time.
syndrome. Yeah. I have to one each time. Yeah. One.
As you come up to I don't want to call it a beach, but a lower area leading up, in the distance through some fields, you see a bonfire, the top of it coming up into the sky. Anyone's got a PKE meter, this whole island is glowing hot with PKE.
Like off the chart or just high?
Really high, and you notice that meter slowly gets higher and higher as you get in there. You figure when you get to the actual bonfire, it's going to peg the dial. Go ahead, Ash, make the joke about peg.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Would you like to explain that to me?
Google that one for yourself, children.
I mean, this is something you clearly care about.
Hey, Ash,
I see them looking down at their like meters, and I kind of look around and find like a fish like sensor or something in the boat, and just like rip it off and start to like pretend like I'm doing the same thing they are.
the boat pilot looks over at Richard. Does he know how to read?
He can read the word books and the branding on snacks. That could just be pattern recognition, though, at this point. I'm doing further tests as we speak.
Does he know that fish sensors don't find anything when you're on land?
To be honest, I don't really know what a fish sensor is. I'm not an outdoorsy person.
In or out of character?
Technically both. But out of character, I can kind of guess.
Out of character, so we have an idea. The fish sensor is like a really simple radar. You could use it when you're fishing to tell if there's a large fish near your boat.
I have one on my kayak.
Yeah, like when I say simple, especially for early 90s, it's going to be very simple. Like you won't be able to tell this, like the exact size of a fish, but you'll get a ding knowing that there's something near you. Well, you would if you were in water. The only thing that Wally is finding right now is that sand is kind of squishy and he kind of likes the noise it makes.
I start to make a sandcastle. I'm not good at it.
The boat pilot looks at the sandcastle, watches for a while, looks at the other two. His Zap Pack thing is fake, right? He can't do
Oh no,
that
it's
racing
complete.
you guys are.
It's completely real.
Are you sure that you guys need me to stay? You can't just call or radio or something?
I mean, if you're scared.
Of him? With whatever you guys' gun things do? Yeah, a little bit.
I stand up and just stare at him menacingly out of like sheer coincidence.
Give me a muscles roll. I think you have intimidate.
I have a browbeat for cool, but if you want me to roll muscles, I can do that as well.
Let me see let me look at your sheet. Give me a browbeat roll.
Let's go!
Fantastic. And he knows that you're trying to scare him.
Well, I'm not though. That's the funny part.
And he just looks at you. You guys are promising he'll aim away from me, right?
I can promise he will not consciously aim it at you.
That's the best I'm going to get out of you three, isn't it?
The meter
The proton pack.
or Wally?
Yes. Also that. Look, I feel bad that you've got to babysit, so I'll hold the boat here, but try to make this quick. And he'll let you know that right up from where you guys are at, past you'll see a couple acres of cropland. It's not like farm row crops. You can tell it's like local people's just home crops. He says there's a small village up ahead.
On the island?
Yeah, on the island. It's like a couple of houses they were built up. It was mostly workers whenever Chalmay really was trying to get his crime going. if you want to go check there, they may know where to find him at. Just let's try to make this quick because this island's kind of creeping me out. And he'll point you to where the village is. And if you go the direction he's pointing, it'll lead you also to the bonfire you can see far away. But you also
All right.
you can skip that. And there's a swamp around the other side that would lead to where the bonfire is, but has some other issues going through there.
So there's a swamp one way, and what's the other way around the beach?
Just a couple houses, I'll say a village, but maybe a little bit too big.
Well, I mean, it's a big river, but it's not, I don't know how big it is, but and you said there's a swampy area.
Yeah.
So I take the meter and I scan towards the houses and towards the swampy area. Which way has the higher?
It's not much difference, but there is a little bit more at the homes than in the swamp.
I hate to say this, guys, but we should probably go through the swamp and get around. But I mean, what do you think?
I hold up the fish sensor. I hold it up towards the buildings. I hold it up towards the swamp. I don't know, Doc. The readings are pretty consistent.
I pat Wally on the back. Yeah, right. I know. Right? So
I
we
nod
should
in agreement,
should go the
and
way.
I start to walk in a random direction.
So I start walking towards the swamp. Hey, Wally, is that snacks I see on the ground?
Keeper, which way is actually like more in line with the bonfire?
I think the houses, but I think
It's kind of
I
like,
think the direct route is.
yeah, the more direct route is the village. With the swamp, you can go through it and get to where the bonfire is. It's just going to be a little slower, and it's a swamp, so there's swampy stuff in it.
Like rodents of unusual size or something?
Not this time, but
Okay.
yeah. As you kind of get near the swamp, you notice pockets of swamp gas are actually coming up. It's full of insects. Everywhere you go, you're just covered in them. And you're pretty sure you saw an alligator. Could I
Did
get
I see an alligator, or do I think I saw an alligator?
You're pretty sure you saw one. Could I get a moves roll from everybody?
Why am I rolling so poorly?
Oh man, I feel bad for you. Well,
Game is paused, by the way.
let's try that. Both Wally and Richard get stuck at different points in, I don't want to call it quicksand, but just really swampy land that slows you down. But you notice that as you're getting closer, the drums get louder. And then as you're getting Wally out of whatever he stepped in, you're not really sure and you think it's okay that you don't know. You see two of the Mafia simulacrums. And this time, whenever you look at them with the goggles, the tether goes right at the bonfire. And they're raising their guns at you.
Are we still in the swamp?
You're kind of like getting near the edge of it. You're at least on solid land again.
Okay.
Hey guys, those guys are back.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to duck down and like roll over while I grab my wand out and try to shoot for the bonfire.
The bonfire's still a ways away. You can just see it in the background, but
Okay.
you can see that the tether is going directly towards it. Hey Richard, I need a brains roll from you.
Yeah, 18.
You notice that whenever Wally had went through it, it took damage to the tether and made that vibration, and that's when the ghost went back. You think that could be a weak point?
Hey, Wally, charge him again.
Okay. I'm just gonna fucking take off.
All right, so
Same thing
if the
Go ahead.
Go ahead. since the bonfire is far away, can I shoot at the tether?
Make me a moves roll. And when you're doing it, as you're firing, Wally has just dove through this Mafia guy's guts again. And you see the shimmer through him. And then as you're firing, you see the tethers vibrating. And let's see the shot then.
It's crazy how this works out.
And your shot goes wide. You're coming off your roll. You're also trying not to hit Wally. But you do see where the movement has gone through that tether, and there is definitely motion on there. Richard, do you want to try taking a shot?
I've got Wally between me and the Ghost, haven't I? So instead of doing that,
Well, now that he's
No?
dove through him, the ghost is between you and Wally because he did try to tackle him and went through.
I'm gonna
Oh
try.
man!
I'm gonna
As
try
I
and
like fall past them.
yeah, I'm gonna use my beam more like a whip and try and like whip it across the tethers just to make sure I'm definitely not gonna hit Wally.
All right. Give me a move.
I'm assuming
roll to be-
the backdrop to this is just like damp woods and plants and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a bog. Think like a bog. That's a
Yeah,
good
so
feeling.
I'm not going for precision. I'm just literally gonna shoot it up and then lash it down across where the tethers are. Yeah.
All right. Give me a moves roll. If you've got shoot with your moves. Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh, Ash.
I got it. I've just realised I've got my cool ability, which I can use to help Wally
Which is
raise children again.
as you try to whip your beam across, sweeping through, it hits a tree branch and just rips through it. Because proton pack. The branch falls. Wally, I need a moves roll from you.
Can I just do withstand pain instead?
Absolutely. It'll be a higher one than motherfucker. Wally,
They don't call me the wall for no reason.
They call you the. Okay, that makes
Wall-E.
Wally looks up just in time to see the branch, shrugs, and it blasts across it. It just breaks apart as it just stands there and just tanks it. The ghosts take one look at that, and you know what? We're gonna see how they respond to that.
Wait, is that good when they do it?
And they realize that this guy is not a threat, and they start converging on him.
Him who?
On Wally. So, Wally, I'm
Yeah,
gonna need you
what's
to
up?
make a moves roll because you're getting sprayed with slime.
Okay. If I wanted to spend brownie points, do I do that after the fact or do I do it beforehand?
We can do either one. If you want to go ahead and add a couple of brownie points, you can up to 3. If you want to just roll
Nah, I'm fine.
2d6 or whatever.
I'm fine. I'll take it like a man, which I legally am.
Legally. The gun fires and you're just completely slimed. You find that it's hard to move. You can't really get your gun, and you just feel just weird. And then they turn their guns to the other two, and I'll let you both take shots now if you want.
I will take a shot at the tether.
Let's see it. And Ash, if you want to fire, feel free to roll too.
And what about moves or?
Yeah, moves. Sorry.
Oh, I appear to have lost my audio. Hold on 2 seconds. I'm going to restart Discord.
All right, hold off on that. Oh, Keeper, I didn't even make that reference in my head, but that's perfect.
What?
Although I think that Wally might be smarter. gonna hold for just a minute while Ash resets.
Yeah. Wally's probably smarter.
But man, seriously though, X, Wally has been great.
Thanks.
Partly also because man, I'm sorry, but your rolls have been ass.
It's okay. I'm good at tasting and taking hits.
That's true. Okay, I think Ash is back in. Do I have to call again to get him back in the call, or?
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so.
He said he was restarting Discord, but it disconnected like he
Yeah, he went
lost
offline.
internet.
He's online now. Let's see. Oop. There he is. That
Hey,
work,
I can
Ash?
hear you again. Yeah.
Can I get a moves roll from you, please?
Oh, we're the best.
Yeah, we're so competent.
Oh my god.
Ash and Wally.
Bateman's shot goes a little bit wide. Richard's shot, though, just goes right between the ghosts who dodge it fine. And they get ready to slime you. And they hear, like, you see them both turn their heads. Like something's calling them. And they start to disappear again like they did in the fog. And they're going back towards the bonfire. Although, Wally, when you try to move, you're slower than you were.
Can I muscle through it?
You can roll a muscle roll to see if you can clean yourself off a bit. It takes you a little bit of time, but you get enough to where it's not really a problem anymore. It doesn't. It feels so weird to you. It feels like goop, and you don't like it. But you get to where you can move. And so as you guys get close to the bonfire, you see one man in the middle raising his arms up and down, and your PKE meters, their needle goes all the way down. There is nothing but power here. And you hear from this man, you hear him loudly as you see spirits flying around the bonfire like balls of a Roman candle, but almost like orbiting, going back and forth into the fire and out. And you hear a man
Okay.
yell, "Arise, my army! Heed the Loa and his Bokor and walk the earth again." Some of the
I pull out a comically sized bag of popcorn because this movie is pretty good.
So I'm gonna step forward a little bit, and I'm gonna try to channel race dance a little bit. Excuse me, sir, as a duly appointed representative of the city of Arkham, Massachusetts, I'm gonna have to ask you to cease and desist all spectral activity, any summoning, paranormal activity, ghost summoning, or other corporeal casting, and exit forthwith to the nearest dimensional door back to where you came from.
The man slowly turns, and he looks human, except his eyes aren't normal. Something about them is weird. And some of those spheres that were flying around the fire land on the ground and pop up into those mafia people you were seeing. He raises his hand and looks straight at you and points and says, "Are you a Loa?"
Can I roll brains on what I should say?
Yes, yes, you can.
I lean over and whisper to Richard, "This movie's effects are really good."
Actually,
Remember, you're in
that
the
wouldn't be
kitchen.
parapsychology, would it?
Go ahead and roll parapsychology.
Okay.
You know that Aloha would be something you probably wouldn't be able to convince him that you are, but you might want him to think so. And also, you remember what happened on top of Spook Central.
Yes, I do.
So yeah,
Do I have any idea what Loa is?
you do.
Is that like a Hawaiian god?
It's a voodoo spirit, in this case, an evil one,
Okay.
but it would be a cool roll, charm if you have it, or bluff would be a roll. It's going to be a hard one to convince him that you're a low one.
Bluff.
Roll well.
Yeah, man. I'm Loa.
Lynx, you're one like us. Are you the Loa, or are you just piloting that flesh?
Man, I'm piloting this flesh. Loa wouldn't come out in his own skin, not yet.
He nods sagely. You are wearing one of the mortals like I am, this Mardi Gras. He tried to start a business and use me for his own purposes, and, well, that didn't work out. Now, my coming's almost here. And, Richard, you're the only one wearing ecto goggles?
Yes, I believe so.
As you hear him say that, you kind of look and, you mess with some of the sensors on it. Behind this man's body, there's like a large spectral entity with its hands on his shoulders, and its thumbs look like it's into his neck. And you realize that is probably the Loa in question right there.
Would I know, like, this ghost, even though we can't see it, would my thrower grab it?
It would definitely hit it. And you think it may actually knock it out of control of this human.
Wouldn't that kill the human too?
I'm gonna zombie
You think
walk.
it's just a possession, not really a zombie.
I'm gonna walk as if I'm like possessed to one side, and then once I got a good shot, try and zap it.
Shalmet sees you move and looks over at Bankman. Is he one of your subjects?
He's subject to something, all right.
Give me a bluff roll. Let's have an easier one. Oh.
I'm in trouble.
Math was not my good subject.
As Richard starts to walk, Shalmet looks between him, looks at Bankman, looks back. You lie. And you see the fire behind him just explode bright.
So I'm gonna as he's doing. Well, I'll wait. You let me know when I can act.
And in that time, you actually see the Loa then. So I'll take actions from all three of you now.
All right. So I'm gonna. So whatever way Ash is going, I'm gonna go the other way and try to aim for the fire.
Okay. You want to aim for the fire or the Loa you see in the fire?
Is the Loa actually physically in the fire?
It is pretty much the fire, and like that's where it's summoning from the ley line right there, and you can not even looking at me, you could feel it.
Is that the Loa that's got his fingers in the guy's neck?
It is.
Then I want to shoot for the Loa in the bonfire.
Okay.
Yep, same.
Okay. And then Wally.
Okay, can I make a brains roll to figure out whether or not I should shoot?
Absolutely. You're not
What's that
sure,
mean?
but you see the other two guys who were smart people because their first name is DR, and they're shooting. So you should probably shoot that fire thingy.
Can I use my raised children to say, Wally, shoot it now?
You won't need to. Wally knows to do it now.
Hey, I took a skill. I'm rolling it.
Fair enough. Yeah, and you say, okay, Wally, do like I do, just like this. And can I get move rolls from all three of you to fire? If you have the talent for shooting, you can use that.
And we can spend brownie points on this, or can we not? Because it's like a combat thing.
You can spend brownie points as long as you've got them.
Okay. I'm gonna spend 3 brownie points, so I'm just gonna roll it as if it's a talent. Okay.
Yeah. That's the easy way to do it.
So move.
Yeah.
And I want to spend 3 brownie points as well.
Richard, do you want to try to add brownie points to yours, or just take that as it is?
Yeah, I'll spend the brownie points and
If you want to
roll.
just roll 3d6, that'll work.
I'll just roll my muscles because that's
Oh,
3.
that'll work.
There we go. Okay, so that makes it a 19. 19, yeah.
Okay. One moment while I look back at that table.
I can't wait to tackle this thing, even though it's in the middle of a fire.
Okay. Let's see, that one is going to be. You guys hit this Loa, and just the fire kind of shrinks into it. You know you've done some damage to it, and it just lets out this horrifically terrifying scream, and you swear the entire island is shaking. And so we're gonna roll this. I need everyone to make a cool roll to beat that.
Nice.
This isn't happening.
Richard and Wally, you guys are cowering at this horrific thing from a nightmare that's screaming in fury at you. Bankman, on the other hand, this isn't your first rodeo. To put it simply, you are not afraid of any ghost. I'll let you take an action. The other two are trying to not shit themselves. With Wally, that'd be very bad as much as he's eaten the last day or so.
Okay. So did my beam go wide, or am I
No,
locked
you guys
onto
all
it?
hit it, and all three of you hit it and did damage. You could tell it's been weakened.
All right, so I'm gonna hit it again.
See it? That one does go wide. Richard and Wally, you guys are just too scared to do anything. And the thing sees you on the ground scared, and you can see it's getting ready to do something. But Wally, you notice the guy that he was controlling, that tether looks a little bit weaker. You think you could take him out if you tackled him like you did one of the Mafia.
Okay.
But he's going to try and hit you all with a blast of venom. That one's a little strong. I hit the wrong button. My apologies, boys. Okay. Let's get a moves roll from the two of you that were scared. Try to dodge this venom.
And I don't know how you want to do this. I don't know if it's just possible, but instead of like dodging, can I just do like my withstand pain? Or how's that? How should that work? I don't know how this game is normally played.
That one's not a
Was venom pain or poison?
But yeah, roll that. It'll be a harder difficulty than just moving it. You'll have to get twice what he rolled for his attack instead of just beating it by normal.
Actually, I don't think it mathematically is different then. Actually, no, it would be a little bit.
Wally!
Shit. Wally, you do get hit with the blast, and you just fucking tank it. The only thing is, you suddenly feel nauseous, and you turn and vomit up some chicken, and you stand up.
That's probably for the better.
Richard, you on the other hand, you are doubled over in pain, nauseous. You feel like someone has just beaten the hell out of you, and so you're still on the ground. And so I'm going to go back again to Vankman. You want to take another shot?
I do. I want to hit him again.
Get it. Oh, I'm sorry. That one goes wide again, too. Richard, you're recovering. Wally, you could take an action.
Okay.
You just tank that. You got.
I stand up. I wear the ghost trap on my chest. I just slap it on, and then I rush at the Mardi Gras, and I go to tackle him.
Give me a muscles roll, because he is a human.
Fuck.
You knock him down. Well, you know what? Let me roll him. If it hadn't been for the ghost die, I would have let you get this. You go to tackle him, and you hit him, and as he's trying to dodge, he gets just enough that it kind of bounces off of him, and you roll back up. You can get on the next one, you'll be able to tackle him again, but he's staring at you. You notice also, though, the spirit seems to be a little bit distracted. And Wally, can I get or not Wally, excuse me, Richard, can I get a muscles or move, whichever one you want to use? You are on the ground throwing up.
Physical activity is not my strong point.
Again,
The ghost die is just normally a D6, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. It's kind of wild.
Every dice in this game is a D6.
Isn't the ghost die though like 0 to 5?
Yeah. Although
But still has the same chances of rolling like a 1 or whatever. So the fact that we've been rolling so many is kind of funny.
It is, because the first time we played, I only saw it like twice. All right.
It's just a more powerful ghost.
Ding, ding, ding.
And he is going to try once again. Can I get a cool roll from Fankman and Wally?
Is this regular cool or bluff?
Yeah. Regular cool, because you're just trying to resist this terrorize, because he screams out in fury again.
We're all rolling ghost dice. What's happening? Even the ghost itself. That's crazy.
To beat it by so much. Wally, you're kind of a little bit worried, and Venkman's kind of losing his, kind of getting his, his fortitude's a little bit lower, but he concentrates, and yeah, I can do this. I can do this. And we're back to the top, and Venkman, I'll let you take your action.
Can I get closer and then zap him, or take an aim and zap him?
Yeah, if you want to take an aim, I'll let you add D6 to that roll. So when you do your moves roll, you can do a bonus of 1.
Okay.
Especially because you're the one that's been taking stuff. Oh. Okay, yeah. You hit him, and it does. You can see some damage. He's weakened, but he's still pretty good. Richard, can I get a muscles or cool? Muscles or cool, either one.
Fuck.
Well, I got an 8.
The nausea is gone, but you're still like in a fetal position in terror, especially after that last one. But you're trying to fight through it. At least you've gotten the nausea down. You don't feel so just beat up. It's just you're terrified. Wally, what would you like to try?
Okay, I recover from like my missed tackle, and I like look down at the suicide vest-esque ghost trap on my chest. I smack it a couple of times, and then I go and I continue to try to like full like linebacker tackle this guy to the ground.
Let's see it. It's muscles.
Oh my fucking god! Why are there so many ghost eyes? What's happening?
As you tackle him, you get this guy out, and you just collide into him like a champion linebacker. You hear,
I don't really know what's happening, so after I do that, I'm going to continue to beat him up.
Okay, now I have pictures of those girls where the one's on the ground and the other one's just slapping her.
And Bateman, you notice, you think that once the spirit loses command, like you see that tether break and it like dissipates, and you think it weakened it a little bit. And from what you hear, Wally is more than just weakening Chalamet. Chalamet is in deep trouble. He is getting the ever loving shit beat out of him by a very large man. But Wally, when that tether breaks and the ghost gets distracted, you suddenly feel this isn't so bad. I think I could stand up. And the terror starts to dissipate, and you think you can do this. And we're going to go back to Venkman. The ghost doesn't get an action because that tether break, especially so violently, has thrown him for a loop.
All right, so I'm going to aim and shoot again.
Let's see it. You hit him, and it's weakened now. You think he's on the ropes. He's getting there. Wally, or not Wally.
Go Trump!
Richard.
Yes.
What action would you like to take at this point? The ghost is weak. You don't know if you can trap him just yet, but he's getting on the ropes. And you look over, and Wally is just beating the living hell out of Mardi Gras.
I'm going to zap the ghost, but I'm going to spend 3 brownie points so I can roll 5 dice instead of 2.
Because more dice is always more fun to roll, right?
So if I put 3 in the bonus, is that 3 dice or is that just a flat 3? 3 dice, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, 18.
It is damn near gone. Like you can see, it's having trouble just keeping the flames going, and it's trying, but it is very weak. And the man of the hour, Wally.
Yeah, I am beating this guy up. I'm not trying to kill him, but I'm a really big guy.
Give me a muscles roll, and if you had the talent for fighting, use that. Wow. Man, are these guys fucking cursed?
Makes sense.
Well, fair point. He takes a couple of your punches, and eventually, though, he finally kind of dodges one and just throws you off of him. And he tries to stand up, but he is in pain. You have given him a couple different injuries, and he's sucking wind trying to do anything because you've broken at least one rib. But the ghost is going to take a look at you, see that you had beat up his wizard friend, and he is going to... Oh, wrong button. Fire a venom blast at you. Can I get a moves to dodge that, please?
Okie dokie.
Okay. You see, as the guy you just beat up starts to stand up, you look over at the ghost, kind of looking back between the two. You see the ghost raise its arm, take like a minute to concentrate, and you have enough time to get ready to dodge. As the blast comes in, you just step out of the way and let it completely go past your face. You stand back up, ready to go. And we're at the top of the order, Bankman. This ghost is nearly, you could tell it's having trouble stabilizing. You want to take a shot?
Me?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. So I aim, and as I get ready to hit the button, I start going dun 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 dun, and I hit the switch and go room zoom zoom. Wait, hang on. I'm having a. Hang on.
Oh no, it's not working. Oh no.
Wally play
There
with
we go. Polly bust out. Dun 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 dun
You hit it.
dun 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 dun.
the beam goes right into it, and the thing doubles in on itself, and it is like almost phasing out of reality. Richard, you're the one with the ghost trap on you, right?
No,
Vinny,
that's Wally. That's Wally.
Wally,
Yeah,
make a moves roll, please.
yeah, I've got the ghost trap like I said, like suicide vest on my chest.
Okay, do you want to try to tackle him, or are you going to try to?
Of course.
Let's see this.
I'll spend the 3 brownie
Do
points.
it. Let's see it.
Okay, so 20 total.
Bateman and Richard, you see Wally stand up from where he had just beat the tar out of Chalamet. Look at this ghost. With one hand, activate the switch, just bashing against his stomach. And it's almost in like slow motion for you as he jumps up, takes a running start, and just dives at the ghost. Bateman, you are no stranger to seeing a ghost get trapped. You have never
No.
once seen someone do a flying body check
No.
into a ghost with a trap as it's duct taped to him, fly into the ghost. The ghost is sucked into the trap. The fire follows the ghost. The spheres and the Mafia specters scream as they're all sucked in. Wally falls through the fire, and on the other side, he stands up, the trap closes, and you see a little red light flashing. As the fire dies, and your meters go back to 0. Wally, you
I look
have a
around.
smoking ghost trap on you.
I look around. Where'd he go?
I think you got him on your little Sergeant Pepper vest there.
This was not on my bingo card for tonight. Chalamet looks at you, looks at the fire, and just starts screaming. He's gone! You ruined everything! And you hear sirens as police and vests come up, including Westtree, who slaps cuffs on. Chalamet looks over at Wally, looks back at Venkman and Richard. Did he just tackle a ghost?
I believe he did.
I scratch my head. Mama says ghosts aren't real.
I pull out my notepad and start tallying up the fees for the city.
When you hand Westtree the figure, his eyes go wide as saucers, and then it hits him. This isn't my problem, is it? And he thanks you. You guys have stopped Baldama, saved the city, and have caught a ghost in a way that I never would have expected this to occur.
Not gonna lie, that was a brilliant way to catch a ghost.
Oh, it's fantastic.
It ensured accuracy.
I had planned to let him have an easier role, but he just absolutely killed it.
I mean, even Zeddemore never put a trap on his stomach and tackled the ghost. So I'm impressed. You got moxie, kid. You're gonna make a great Ghostbuster. Although I pat his belly, maybe lay off the soy sauce.
When you pat his belly, he lets loose just a burp, and when that cow hits you, it smells like chicken.
Good Southern fried.
Gentlemen, that's the end of this one shot. The city pays you with a check from Mayor Manlius IV and a memo on there. Asked at the university for a professor. They'll know a little bit for your next mission. Thank you for what you've done for the city. Mayor Manlius IV.
Is that the mayor's personal ghost patsy?
It's an employee, we'll put it that way. And that is the end of Dead Men Walk. Congratulations, boys. That is one hell of an ending. Man.
I approve.
Approved. No, it was fun, yeah.
This is
It's true, Your Honor. This man has no penis.
Yeah. And
Just all iron balls.
I am going to call my stream. Thank you all for playing.
Thank you for hosting.